So this is the abandoned railway line, colloquially known as the Bronx Swamp. Even now it's full of water and trash. The way behind us leads to a park, but we are going to venture forwards. Huge machines that have been left behind. See, it just goes right in between all these buildings. You can hear people talking too. Look at that. You can see all that right there. Hold on, what for?
I'm gonna grab my headlamp.
Well, there's no tunnel in front of us, so kind of see it goes on for quite a while. So does all this machinery. Sounds of New York City. Saw a cat? Aww. Must be an adorable little guy. A city kitty. I see a pigeon up there. There's a lot of old semis down here. I think I know why. Look at this.
Excuse me? Someone's EpiPen.
There's an EpiPen down here?
Man, if I have an allergic reaction, we're good.
Yeah. Close by the airport. If you couldn't tell by the plane noises. Interesting. There's a lot of trash here. It looks like a lot of the locals who live in the area, looks like they just, looks like they really just throw a lot of their garbage down here without even thinking about it. What's really cool?
This is that trailer I sat on. It's so cold. My ass is still cold from sitting on it like 6-7 months ago.
Oh, I thought you said cool.
I'm like, graffiti's cool. I said that too. Steam.
crop top. In a crop top.
It's a weird noise. Oh, look, you can start to see some of the old tracks.
Oh yeah. Should we not step on this? You ever scared about that electric car?
These definitely are not electrified.
What?
I said these are definitely not electrified.
I hope it'll be a lot longer. There's probably construction work and stuff, old trucks. Also, it's long storage too.
Yeah. Looks like this turns into like a construction yard or something.
I guess they went down into the tunnel.
Well, I don't think we can go any further because it turns into some sort of construction area, I'm guessing, for the semis.
It's like a shipping yard.
Whoa, I walked right into Victor. In 1842, the Port Morris branch of the New York Railway would be constructed. After the rail line had been abandoned, it began to fill up with water and garbage, being nicknamed the Bronx Swamp by the locals, although some would simply refer to it as the Hole. Over 600,000 gallons of water were removed, along with a lot of garbage and junk that were just thrown in there to rot. The city had been unsuccessful in trying to find the owner of the rail line, as every company they pointed their finger towards denied ownership, and there's no paper records to follow. In 2015, the city began cleaning up the rail line. They had to bulldoze homeless camps and arrest many heroin dealers that found their living in the Bronx Swamp. Although parts of the rail line have been demolished to make way for a park, other parts are owned by smaller companies, like real estate companies, towing companies, and others, all of which make use of the space in their own way. The next location we are going to discuss is the abandoned Jerome Avenue station that sits underneath a highway. This is part of an old subway line. It's right underneath the highway. Right here. Oh my gosh. There's a hole in it? No way. Yo. Oh, we can get in there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. is really cool. But yes, this is an abandoned subway right underneath the highway.
That sucks.
So we wanted to go in here, but it's been filled in. See all the way up there, it's completely filled in. That is unfortunate. That would have been really cool to see.
So we're not plugging in at all.
No, it's filled in with dirt and stuff. Like there's no way in.
Or anything?
I think it's just that one.
Let's look around a little bit before we get up on it. I'm surprised the top hasn't stopped yet because it kind of looks suspicious. It's weird. Things stick in my pocket and I got water in and out.
So that's the highway that goes all the way down. You can kind of hear it. There's trains and stuff down here. Right below us, there's some trains. Power line.
Coming out of the rubble right here. Right here. Is that a power line? What is that rubber thing coming out of it? Rubber hose. Don't touch it.
It's not going to be electrified if it is. No, I don't know what that is.
We just walk down here. Is this the only part of the abandoned highway? Is that way?
Yeah, I think this is the only part that we can get into since it's filled in. But there's also the abandoned train line in Mott Haven that we're going to go to next. This
Can our tagline be adventures out there?
is a really cool place though. The Jerome Avenue station was part of the city's very first elevated railway, which was built in 1867, called the 9th Avenue L. The Jerome Station stop was built in 1918 and closed in 1958. This image, courtesy of Columbia.edu, gives a look at what the station used to look like. The entire metro line would go all the way to Manhattan. However, most of the tracks and stations are now demolished, with little evidence remaining that it ever existed to begin with. Both these places, the railway line and the Jerome Station, were once the veins that were the lifeblood of the city. They are an important part of New York's metro history and will never be forgotten.
Chasing the sky, the city sleeps, and where are you tonight?
I'm really tired of seeing all these tires everywhere we go.
You need to stop. I just lost my balance because I jumped so bad.
What?